The first matchup we're going to go through here today are the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Baltimore Ravens, I have them winning this game over the Kansas City Chiefs. So I can really see this game going either way. Figures the Chiefs find a way, figures that they figure it out, and they find a way to beat the Buffalo Bills. Now you could say it was a wide ride and the Bills choked themselves, but I think everyone's kind of forgetting that there was still quite a bit of time left on that clock and in that game, whether they made that field goal or not. So Mahomes could have went down and could have, would have, should have. They won. That's it. Bottom line. But the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they're getting going. It feels like they're having the best games of the season, which figures. It feels like they maybe have been hiding some things during the regular season, just trying to keep things for the playoffs possibly, and that's what it kind of looks like. So the Kansas City Chiefs, I have them taking the loss to the Ravens because the Ravens, man, they've been, that first half versus the Texans, I'm like, oh, okay, so the Texans are hanging in there with the Ravens. Second half came around. That was it. Lamar Jackson, and they came right out. They scored a touchdown on the opening drive of the second half, and it just felt like it was going to be the Baltimore Ravens for the rest of the half, and that it was. They absolutely dominated the Texans. It never really feel like the Texans were moving the ball at all. And give some props to that Ravens defense, man. They're doing a very good job against one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He has Nico Collins, but really only so much one receiver can do. And then Dalton Schultz actually dropped a couple of passes as well. But, hey, give props to that Ravens defense. Had a very good week last week, and I expect them to look quite similar here this week. Maybe not as dominating and as suffocating as they were versus C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins and the Texans in general, but I think that they're going to have a good day. They're going to get that extra turnover or two, and I think that one of those Chiefs receivers are going to make one of those mistakes, and I think that's going to be the difference in this game. It's finally going to come back and in the playoffs to bite the Chiefs in the butt. But this, the Ravens are going to have to start scoring more touchdowns and are just going to have to start punching it in more for 7. Like, it seems like they get it going, they get into the red zone, or they get close, and then they end up kicking field goals. So they're going to have to punch it in more than if you want to beat the Chiefs. Because Mahomes, man, he's going to come at you. He's going to come at you all game long. And how do you beat Mahomes? How did you beat Brady? You have to score touchdowns, not field goals. You score field goals, you're probably going to end up losing the game. You have to make those opportunities. You have to make the best of them. And I think Lamar Jackson and Dalvin Cook, Gus Edwards, whoever the heck is going to be running the football, I think they're going to run the ball all over the Chiefs. They're going to limit the possessions that the Chiefs get. And that's why I think that the Baltimore Ravens are going to come out on top here. Now, like I said last week, Travis Kelce, Mahomes, even MVS, they got going last week. And then you have Rashee Rice. For the Ravens, who do you really cover? So that could be a difference there. And the Chiefs defense, man, if they get to hold the Ravens to field goals, then I can see the Chiefs winning this one. I could see the Chiefs barely scraping by once again. And somehow, some way, in a year where we thought the Chiefs just weren't going to beat that good of a football team, they find a way to make it. It's wild. It's wild how that works out. But I just think Baltimore is a better football team. I don't see the Chiefs winning this one.